To make my coffee cup or coffee mug, I baked my cake. It's a little taller cupcakes. And now I'm gonna put the frosting all over my cupcake. I'm using a piece of foil. You can use a cake board if you would like, or wax paper to put it on. So and after I'm done with my frosting, this is what I have. And I'm gonna put in the fridge to harden a little, and I'm gonna put a second coat. It's gonna be easier for me to do a second coat when it's gonna be a little harder. So I'll finish frosting my second cupcake and I'll come back. So now I got my cup out of the fridge. I put a little chocolate frosting on the top because I'm gonna do like chocolate, like a maybe a little bit darker than coffee color. So I rolled my fondant and I'm gonna put around my cake. I made it a little bit taller than my cake because I want it to be a little bit taller because I'm gonna put like coffee, and I want a cup not to be like totally full of coffee. So I'm gonna connect my fondant. You can also roll your cake if your cake gets frozen. Just gonna cut the excess, the extra fondant I have. Now we're gonna put those two together. And it looks like here it's a little bit taller on one side than the other one, so I'm gonna cut the extra fondant that I have. I'm gonna smooth it with my hands, or also you can use your smoother. I'm gonna put it like it is in the refrigerator to let it set a little, because I want my fondant to be a little bit more stiffer than it is, so that would be easier for me to cut it. So I'll be back when my fondant is gonna dry a tiny little. So I got my cup out of the fridge, and I'm just gonna use my scissors to cut extra excess that I have. Could probably use a knife also. Just slowly cutting. Just gonna finish cutting my cup and smooth it with my fingers. It's a little taller on one side than the other one. Just gonna make it smooth with my fingers. Cut a little bit more what I needed. And I'll be right back. So now we're gonna make a handle for my coffee cup. So I'm rolling a sausage. I'm gonna squeeze it a little because I want it to be more flat. I'm gonna use my ruler to make it more even. So now I'm gonna cut the size I need. It depends how big your coffee cup. I wouldn't mind to be just like a regular shape cup. Just want to make sure that it's even. Gonna use my smoother to measure to see how it's look. So I think it looks okay. Just gonna cut a little piece here because I want it to be on angle. Yeah, they should be okay like that. So I'm not gonna let it dry. To make sure that my handle is gonna fit properly, I have to measure them. So they are not dry yet. Yeah, I had to cut it a little piece because it was a little too big. So this is probably gonna be the right shape for my cup. This one the same thing. I'm gonna let it dry a little. Mold a little here. So this is how I want my cup to be. Just gonna leave it like it is for a little while, and I'm gonna do my coffee inside. So now I melted my chocolate frosting. Added a little gelatin to make sure that it's gonna set, and I'm just gonna pour a little. I'm not gonna pour too much right now. I can add a little bit more if I need to. Do the same to the other one. Just want to cover the top, and I'm gonna put it in the fridge for it to set. So when my handle's gonna dry, I'm gonna show you how I attach them. My handle is not completely dry, but I'm gonna attach it with a royal icing. Hopefully it's gonna stay in place to hold it for a little while. Just want to make sure it's stick good. It's not gonna fall apart for me. So this is how it's gonna look. So when it's dry, I'll show you how my cups look like. And this is my finished product. I did put I put some cream on top, dusted with a cocoa powder, and I put some white chocolate shave, I think it's called. So, and this is what I have. Thank you for watching my video.